Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second video of the AFL today. We've got a double upload. This one is the second of two, of course. If you guys haven't seen my grading video, I recommend you go see that after this video. But this video is going to be about the AFL Finals. We are turning our heads towards the AFL Finals qualifiers, and we're going to see just exactly who will have a very good start or an end to their finals dreams. So without further ado, in my opinion, let's get our AFL Finals predictions on the road. What's up, everybody? It's the Aiden Sports Show, and welcome back to another video. Today, we've got the AFL Finals predictions, and we're starting off with the qualifiers, of course, the first of many finals videos to come as we try and see who exactly will win the premiership flag this year in one of the most controversial and probably the most difficult years to ever win an AFL Finals. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aiden Sports Show YouTube channel. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below who is your favorite to win it all, win the flag, win the premiership, have the confetti rolling down and having them hold the premiership cup. Who is your favorite to win? Because there are a lot of sleepers, and as well there are a lot of surprises, but there are also teams that are there that are very, very dangerous, and we're gonna have to wait and see just exactly how good these teams can be. So without further ado, how it works is the teams that made the top four will have their qualifying games, and the winners will actually get a bye and have a rest, while the other two teams that lost will have to face the elimination squad, who are 6 from 8. So the 6th position to the 8th position will have to battle each other out. The winners will go on to face the losers of the top 4 games, and the losers of the 6 to 8 are out of the AFL Finals. I hope I explained that correctly. At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people will know exactly how this works, but for any new people that are watching, hopefully I explained that well. But without further ado, let's get into it. I want to kick things off with the elimination squad from 6 to 8, and we're going to start things off with the St Kilda and the Western Bulldogs. So 6 versus 7. Very interesting, this one, because Western Bulldogs really had a very fantastic end of the season and actually put a lot of aggression into their wins and actually managed to beat West Coast to pretty much solidify their place in the top 8, and they beat Fremantle to keep them there. But at the end of the day, they barely got in, and that could be a big thing because St Kilda is a team that is one of the favourites that stayed in the top 8 for a long time. Now, I actually know a few Western Bulldogs fans, and after talking about them, I think they feel extremely confident about this game. I think they were confident no matter who they got, but they definitely were one of the teams that they could have got was West Coast, and I think they would have rather had West Coast, but they got St Kilda. I do feel like they're confident as well, but St Kilda fans are probably confident they could beat the Western Bulldogs as well. Realistically, if you look at both teams' strengths and weaknesses, I do see St Kilda having the advantage here. St Kilda is an extremely fast team, and Western Bulldogs will match their aggression in terms of the midfield, but at the end of the day, I really feel like they are the fitter team, St Kilda, and I'm supporting the Bulldogs in this whole finals thing. I am. But realistically, I don't think that they're going to beat St Kilda. Now, if they do, that's just going to show exactly what they're made of, the Western Bulldogs, because they've done this before in 2016. They've already proven at a very low ranking on the ladder that you can still have a fighting chance. I am going to pick St Kilda. I do think they're the favourites to win, and overall, they have the team to do it with a few minor injuries here and there. St Kilda are the team, in my eyes, to absolutely win this game. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very tough, very aggressive, very fast-paced. Western Bulldogs forward line needs to show up this game. There's been a few games that Western Bulldogs forward line are very inconsistent, can't kick straight, can't mark the ball, and they cannot have that here. And if they do have that here, this could go very badly, very quick. But in the end, everywhere else, I feel like it's going to be very evenly matched. It's all about Western Bulldogs forward line, and that will decide the game, in my opinion. Next up, we've got West Coast versus Collingwood. Now, these two teams are injury-filled for the most part, but you do suspect a lot of West Coast players to be back. Same with Collingwood. A lot of their players should be back as well. This game should be a lot more exciting than I think a lot of people anticipate. Collingwood, who finished 8th, very, very lucky to finish 8th, but they managed to fight their way the entire season to stay in a final spot, and now they're going to have to do it the hard way. And they're going to be facing another team that has to do it the hard way in the West Coast Eagles. So, realistically, what do I think about this game? You could say a lot about this game because I feel like both of these teams probably should not be in that situation where they're fighting for an elimination game, but that's what it is. That is exactly what it is. And I just don't really know. I mean, West Coast probably won't get home football in these games, but I feel like they are going to get it here against Collingwood. They're going to be playing at Optus Stadium. They're going to have that opposition, that chance in Perth to eliminate Collingwood, and I see that being too much for Collingwood to overcome. So, in my opinion, I'm going to pick the West Coast Eagles here. In a very close game. Don't get me wrong, this game is going to be extremely close, but I think in Perth, it's going to be too much to handle. Realistically, it's going to be too much to handle for a team like Collingwood that just got in, has been fighting their asses off just to stay in. I do think that it could possibly be their time to leave very early, and maybe that could see off a very poor season for Collingwood. But in the end, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you love or hate Collingwood. They deserve a lot of respect for actually staying in the 8, despite everything that happened for them this year. And in my opinion, if they exit, and I think it's well deserved that they do. But realistically, after everything that's happened to them, they have my respect, to say the least. Now, going on to the qualifiers. Now, again, whoever loses this game, these games will end up having to face the winners of the elimination squad. So first off, let's start with Port Adelaide and Geelong. So first versus fourth. Very interesting here. A lot of people are going to pick Port Adelaide here. I definitely think, again, this is going to be a very close game. It's in Adelaide. That's a big advantage for them. Port Adelaide, I believe they do well in Adelaide, but it's going to be very, very close, and I don't think this is a foregone conclusion for Port Adelaide to win the game. However, I've backed them all year, Port Adelaide. I said that they were going to finish 5th when they weren't even expected to make the 8, and they ended up finishing 1st. So I'm not going to turn my back on them now. I'm going to pick Port Adelaide to win this game. I do think they are very well rounded. Again, Geelong's a great team and they're very dangerous, and this is why it's not a foregone conclusion. It could just be like this, and Port Adelaide will be fighting for their lives in an elimination game next week. But reality is that they finished first for a reason, and I have to say that they will finish off the Geelong Cats, and they will have to be fighting for their lives. Next up, and the final game of this round, we've got Brisbane versus Richmond. I believe this is that actually happened last year as well, and again, it didn't turn out well for them. Last year in the finals, Brisbane absolutely got demolished their entire time, really, in the finals. They did get their second chance as well, and they lost that too. So reality bites. Brisbane have not done well in the finals. Richmond are a very dangerous team. I'm going to pick Richmond in this game. I do think Brisbane this time around will hopefully win their second chance game, and they can go and compete again, because that's their stumbling block at the moment. But Richmond are just so dangerous. They really are so dangerous. A very good end to the season. They've had a very good end to the season for a lot of seasons now. They always come together towards finals footy, and they'll deliver the best footy brand you will hopefully see out of them. They're exciting to watch when they're in form, and they seem to be in red hot form coming to the end of this season and into finals. So that's going to be my AFL Finals predictions for the qualifiers and the eliminations. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Again, we'll be doing more of these videos as the finals continue, and we're gonna see who will be the premiers in the most difficult one to win. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care and peace.